Hello, everybody. It's good to be back. Welcome to the weekly channeling for the collective. My name is Allison Holly, and every week I go live here on my channel to offer a message for the collective, as well as channel for one of you. Last week I missed, and it feels like it's been a minute since I've been here, so I'm going to say hi. Hello, Cordula from Spain. Hi, Radka. Hi, Zahira. Hi, Chris. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I thought that I was just tired. And I've spent an entire week with a massive fever. So today I am feeling better, still taking it very easy. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, I know. It's kind of wild when we miss a week. It feels very it's kind of funny to miss a week here. We're so connected with each other. That's okay. It's so interesting. While you're all typing in the chat, I'll share a little bit about, my experience. It's so powerful. The last time that I had something that intense was, I want to say, it was either 2 or 3 years ago. My brain doesn't work very linearly, but it was right after a pretty big transition. And I am right when I arrived here in Florida, I felt like, oh, new lifetime. I don't know if others of you are like this, but I feel like I live multiple really clear lifetimes in this one lifetime. And so it felt like a brand new experience was ahead of me. And then I got pretty sick. And, fevers are so powerful for just burning through energy. Not that it wasn't totally miserable, but it was also very energetically powerful. And I mean, I was fascinated throughout, like, what is going on? So, because I feel very healthy generally. Hi, Kennedy. Hi, Floor. Hi, Erica. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, Radka. Yeah, during the week you caught the flu. Honey, we were on the same wavelength. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I feel you on that. And it's interesting too, because I was looking back. I believe this was 2 years ago. It must have been 2 years ago, where it was the exact same time of year, and this big wave just kind of went through the collective. So, Zahira, when I had COVID really badly in October, it was massive for deep healing. That's exactly how I feel. And I hear that from a lot of people. I went through so many layers of fear and associated junk and came out feeling so much cleaner. Fevers are powerful. I had my friend Robin, who many of you know, offered me a reading. By the way, I'm going to shake my cacao here if it's noisy. She offered me a reading. She said, it's like your alien self's just trying to come through. And I said, well, that makes sense. I've been missing my full alien self. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people. Hi. Oh, hi, Tommy. First time watching. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. It can be so powerful to go through any physical experiences, any physical changes. And it doesn't necessarily, I think a couple of years ago, this was really my first time discovering this. And I know many of you know this and have known this for a while, but it was my first time discovering this when I had COVID a couple years ago, that wow, this is a massive, powerful upgrade in my system. And I think a lot of people tend to think of illness as something wrong with the body or something that's bad that's happening that's like attacking the body. I mean, technically, right? But what it's doing on an energetic level and even a physical level is just so powerful and such a gift. Such a gift. Our body needs the rest for healing and integration. Yeah, my guide said, "You're bad at rest." I was like, okay. I'm not great at rest sometimes. And actually, I'm here to sort of offer the example of not needing to work hard for life to occur because that's part of the higher frequency realms. So, allowing myself to be of rest continuously is something that I'm learning so that I can be that and offer that as an example to be of rest. Be in rest, nothing to do. We're just here to be. All the doing flows very naturally from our state of being. So, oh, I love that everybody's welcoming Tommy. uh, I'm actually sweating in here right now, so I guess I'm still clearing some of that. Mm, so beautiful, y'all. Yes. Talking about illness. Since years, I only called my year and a half in bed in as a burnout. It is? Wow, that's really a powerful reframe. Radka saying that what she used to call a burnout was actually an awakening. Year and a half in bed, girl. That's a pretty intense experience, and it makes sense. When we have a lot of light coming through our body, I talk a lot about ecstasy. Light coming into the body is highly ecstatic. It's also massively cleansing. And that's not to say that we've got all this junk in the way. That doesn't mean that we're bad and we need cleansing. It means, wow, these are really high levels of light, and we have successfully been being human. And as we transition into those higher levels of light, some of the humanness has to transmute through the fires, right? So, yeah. I also really, really like to steer people away from this idea that we are inherently wrong or bad and that we need to punish ourselves, and that if anything is happening, that it means that we're being punished. I think it's just such an automatic thing that we do to ourselves. And so I always like to steer that away. Hi, Yash. Oh, which cacao? Okay, I love that question. So this is actually from Ecuador, and I'll be really brief on this because I could go on and on, but cacao, the past 2 days, and I listen for anything. Is it calling to me? And this is everything from a hamburger to fasting to plant medicine to channeling. I listen to everything and allow it to speak to me. Um, and cacao the past couple days has been calling to me. And it's calling to me to add nutrition to my body because it is actually a superfood. When you receive it, it's got a lot of minerals. When you receive it in its full form, meaning it hasn't been cooked and the fat hasn't been taken out, and that's ceremonial grade cacao. So um, the stuff that we tend to sell in stores has been highly processed. Even just taking the fat out really changes the way that the body can receive it. So That being said, right now it's for the mineral content, and it's also to assist me with strengthening my body again and opening my heart. Um, and the reason that I drink it is a little bit different every time. The reason that I work with it is a little bit different every time. So I just listen. And I have several sources for cacao, including a good friend who has a Colombian source of cacao. So, so if anybody would like me to connect them. All right, good. I'm glad that Stacy, you're on the ball. Go ahead and type in your question if you would like. So those of you who haven't been here before, let me get on the ball here. If you have not been here before, here's the drill. So I'm going to offer a channeling for the collective. And also at the beginning of that, I choose one of your questions and offer a channeling for you specifically based on your question. I choose it via random number generator. So if you have a question, type Q as you see others doing, and then type your question in the chat, and I will use random number generator. Stacy, get to the schedule. Fine, no more cacao chat. I will drink said cacao. So go ahead and type your questions in. I'll choose one via random number generator, and then I will also go into the channeling for the collective. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm like sweating. And my air conditioner is so loud that I can't play it during these live streams. Hi, Clayton. So good to see you. All right. You guys can keep typing your questions in while I connect with my cacao. Yeah, today a lot of it's for body healing. Magnesium specifically. Okay, I love these questions. So I'm going to go ahead and give announcements. The main announcement that I have, you've heard me talking about it before, Ecstasy, the retreat for activating your ecstatic body. It's 3 days in Tampa, Florida. Actually, we are literally where we're staying is 5 minutes from the beach, and there's a pool there. So I'm super excited. But this retreat is meant for activating the ecstatic body. So we will be having cacao. We'll have cacao ceremonies. We'll have lessons on, oh man, I don't know how many of you caught this, but I had a podcast interview with New Earth One Network, and I showed an example of illuminating myself with ecstatic energy. And it was so much fun. It made me so excited to start teaching this. So this retreat is coming up really soon. It's January 3rd through 6th here in Florida, and it's in Tampa. And we're going to be diving into how to activate the body, talking about shame, how to clear that so that we can really have ecstasy move through the body. I'll be offering specific teachings that are so powerful, and how to have these full body, essentially energetic orgasms. And all of the specific things. I've been talking to different people who are coming to the retreat and what some of you are really wanting to learn, and it's going to be so good. So in regards to that retreat, we have just a couple spots left for people who are going to be coming in from another location and want to stay with us at the Airbnb. If you want to come and those spots get filled, we also have day passes. So this is something that I just opened up. This is for people who are local or people who want to come in and stay off-site, maybe near the Airbnb. And you can come during the day. And this includes all activities and meals, but not a place to sleep at night. So you would have to do that separately. So I am super excited for that. And yeah, like I said, if you do want to travel in for this event, we do have just, I believe, 3 spots left for staying overnight. Um, and we have discounts for couples coming in. So if you are, meaning if you want to share a bed, that's how the discount works. So that's announcement number 1. All of the information is in the description box below. And let's see, I'm going to dive in because I I want to see all of these things. Um, all of these questions. Hi, Jesse. Did I say hi to you yet? I'm just now seeing you here. Or maybe it's just registering. Okay, other announcement is on December 19th, which is a couple days before the winter solstice. We are going to be having my channeling for the community, the True Creator community. And this is going to be talking about the year that we just went through, closing out 2024 and really starting to open ourselves to 2025. Hi, Lori. So if you would like to join the True Creator community, I'm not going to give the secret away, but I am going to say it's a good idea to do it this month because things are shifting. So join this month and you'll get all of the really cool things that we are shifting into. And yeah, so True Creator community, when you join, you get access to live monthly channelings with me. It's a lot like this, but it's on a Zoom call, so you get to ask your questions directly. And then we also have community call once a month led by Stacy, who oh, and the community event. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So if you are already a part of the community event that Stacy holds every month, where you get to get on there and get to know your fellow community members, that has actually jumped back a week. What day is it, Stacy? Is it the 12th? If you could remind me. So the community call is your chance to really get to know other people who are here, who are just invested in their own spiritual growth and spiritual expansion. And I know a lot of people, 1212, awesome. I didn't even notice that. Other people who are really spiritually growing. So I know a lot of people talk about, I feel kind of like an island out where I live. I don't have a lot of other people that I can talk to about these things. These community calls are for you. So again, join the True Creator community. Links are in the description box below this video. All right, let me count up the questions and see how many of you. There's a lot going on here. Let's see. Tell me if I'm missing anything. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 with, oh wait, no, we've got 10 with the Lori question. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, all of you, for helping always. Thank you, Kennedy. You all are so funny. Oh, is that why I'm so tired? Yeah, there's a lot. The people who I talked to this week who weren't sick, they were still going through some pretty powerful energetic shifts and energetic upgrades. Some people know how to rest without getting sick. I'm just calling myself out. So there was a lot, you know, I noticed this pattern, and in the US, we have Thanksgiving at the end of November. And the pattern that I've noticed is people cleansing right around the end of November, early December. I've noticed this for the past few years. And sometimes that cleansing happens because we're conscious of it and we're doing it on purpose. And other times that cleansing happens uh, because we need it and it just comes on. 10. All right. So I'm going to see, oh, question number 8. Let's see. 10. I'm going to look backwards. Make sure I'm not missing any. 9, 8. Yash, it looks like your question. I've tried to find the partner for a long time, but somehow it just doesn't work out and it doesn't translate to marriage lifetimes connection. Okay, we will look at that. Finding a partner. Finding a partner. How beautiful. All right, my loves. You know the drill. I feel like if you watch the video later, you're just gonna see like sweat marks all over me. I'm so sweaty right now. Oh, so even my computer's hot. I think it might just be hot in here. Let me see if it's not going to mess up the sound too much. I'm gonna open a window, get some air going through here. The neighbors aren't too loud, so I don't hear anything actually outside. Oh, okay. All right. I also want to check how's the sound. Just feel comfortable. I want to make sure you all can hear. You know, if you tune in, I mean, thank you. I love you. And if you tune in and it's just like the air conditioner blowing, uh, what's the point, right? But I appreciate you all being so kind. Sound is good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So for those of you who haven't been here, this is what I do. I'm going to close my eyes so I can tune into the energies. And I'm going to tune into the individual question first and then the collective. I love when you continue typing in the chat. That's wonderful. I'll read it when I come out. Let me just fix my hair a little bit. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's like a brand new energy moving through me. It's really powerful. Feels clear, clean. Mm. Mm. It's interesting when I tune into this question around partnership, romantic partnership hasn't been working, sort of how can we shift that? The first thing that I hear is you haven't been looking for a partner. Now, you didn't know that. In your mind, you've been looking for a partner, but in the meantime, what you have been experiencing is powerful shifting in terms of your own light, your own sovereignty, your own beingness. You have been learning through those. Where you feel you're seeking a partner is actually an old model of partnership. There's a very big shift happening in these realms in terms of romantic connection. for people who are uh, going through awakening processes. It can no longer be what it was, because if you are ascending and moving into new frequencies, these new frequencies don't operate with the same rules of control, we'll say. There are partnership laws, I'll put that in quotes, that are simply accepted by the collective. And so they're sort of programmed as this is the way that partnership is. But when we move into the energetics of that, we see that that no longer works in the new vibrations that we're existing in. And so it's sort of trying to, the image that's coming to mind is like hanging a hat on a hook that doesn't exist anymore. We can't hang our hat there because things are different now. And let's look at how they're different. Presence. We don't have the assumptions. We can't make the same assumptions that we've made previously, which is this idea that you get into a relationship and check, it's done. Woo, that just hit me hard. That's no longer the model. It's presence. It's presence with a person, and it's full trust and knowing that the energetic alignment between the two of you will continue to bring you into partnership until that alignment has served its purpose. For some, it's a moment. For some, it's a lifetime. For some who are here to bring in high-level partnerships, there is a lot of matching within the template. When there's a lot of matching within the template, that means that you continue to ascend and your vibrations continue to move together. But it's not because of any contract that you've put on the earthly plane. This isn't because we've decided to be partners now. This isn't because we've gotten married. All of those are arbitrary when it comes to the new vibration of being with people in relationship. And this is true for all relationships. Sacred relationships where you're sharing intimate exchange with your bodies, where you're sharing so many levels of yourselves. These are, we'll use the word divine. These are divine, and the reason that we're using that word is because that is presence without the overlay of ego effort. And so presence in this divine light, in this sense of beingness, where there is a natural flow that brings the two of you together. There is not, let's bring it back, because this is very much for the collective, but we'll bring it back to your question, which is, we're not getting into relationship to be done. Meaning every relationship that you have been in, you've been seeking to be done. You've been seeking to, I'm sweating. You've been seeking to get married, to finish it. And in that, yes, you do have the desire to continue to grow with your partner. But what we're showing is that these things have to do with your own internal sense of presence, of relaxation, of being who you are, and allowing everything to come into your life that matches that. No longer going out and seeking in this model of, I seek someone, we date for X amount of months, we get married, and then we have the commitment so we can kind of relax then. the relaxation is throughout because the presence is throughout. And no earthly contract really is the point. We don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it's not the point, because that's not the pinnacle. That is, there are no one moment in time experiences which make a relationship the one that is the important one, that is more significant, that is done. So they have all worked in serving you to continue to look at yourself. All of the previous relationships that have not worked have all worked in turning you toward, okay, who am I? And really examining that. And that is where you are meant to be right now, to align as if you by yourself, not in partnership, but you by yourself are complete and you are God. And when you are in that, then you will start to meet the people who resonate with that. And you will have these higher frequency partnerships. And what I'm seeing is eventually you will find someone who you continue with for a long amount of time, but you won't be rushing to a finish line for that. It's a very different model than what we've had before. The model that we had before was necessitated from, we've got to firm this up and have this be completed so that we can move on to other things. It's a different model now. Everything is in flow according to the vibration that you're in, and no contracts will hold it together. No earth contracts will hold it together. Those are your vibratory experiences, and it ebbs and flows, and it's not a one and done sort of experience. Beautiful question. And I loved the guidance that came through. Thank you for that. I'm going to tune into collective messages now. I'm seeing number sequences. So many of you were here when the channeling came through, where I saw everything as numbers or symbols, everything in existence, light codes. What I'm seeing right now is those numbers coming in and hearing sort of fresh creation that we get to create from this place of, we've got codes coming in. How do we want to create? To be intentional with it. To no longer place our power of creation outside of ourselves. And this isn't to make any of us feel bad or feel as if we've been wrong or not enough, not doing it right. We're here to take the raw material of light and bring it into creation, and we create it all. Now we're doing it consciously. So taking these codes and being clear and being intentional. And as we come up to this solstice checkpoint, this is a time where things start to come together. We can be very intentional with our energy and bring it into a sense of quiet internally. And simply, this is how easy creation is from these vibratory places, from these vibratory frequencies. We simply say yes to what we want. It's so gentle. It's not what we've made it, throughout much of the world, which is around this time of year. It's wrapping presents and getting things done and la 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 la. It's so busy. It's so the opposite. We come into, well, here's all of the particles, the light codes that make up all of creation. And I bring that into, oh, it's very clear through quietness, through beingness, what desires to be created through me. It's very clear. I don't even have to go searching for it. Here it is. And now I say yes to it. I say yes to it. That's all the work we need to do. That's it. There's no work. Let go of the idea of work and pushing and fighting and making it all happen. Say yes. Simply say yes to what's emerging through your heart. This is our time. These light codes are available. They've always been available. We can see it falling down almost like snow. And I know that many of you are in parts of the world where it's not the typical winter that we're used to experiencing in the US. These are examples. Allow it to fall down like gentle snow, so light, so easily. It's all of creation available to us, all of the codes of creation available to us. Watch what's emerging from the heart. Say yes to it. Be in peace with it. Merge all of yourself with that desire as it moves through you. Yes. And in that yes, there's a smile that it's already completed. There's a sense of gratitude that the desire has even come through, because the desire coming through means that it is for you and that it is already done. Being with that all in one moment of peace. This is what we get to step into this time of year. And there's so much joy and there's so much light and dancing around through this feeling. I'm going to go ahead and come out. That felt amazing. The dragons are coming in right now to say hi. They feel very peaceful energy right now. Receive the light codes. Those of you who are ready, start drawing the light codes if you haven't already. Allow yourself to receive them and trust what's coming through. And start doodling, quote unquote. Let them come down on paper. Let yourself draw them in the air. What do you think, those of you who have received the Reiki attunement, what do you think those symbols are? Light codes. You have your own that are coming through. So clear, so good. Oh, I'm so glad that that was helpful, Tommy. I'm so glad that that was helpful, Yash. Glad you joined to have you here. And Tommy, you as well. Erica, putting the dragon energy up. Yes, yes. Thank you, Flora. Yeah, that was good. I'm going to be reflecting on that myself, for sure, for sure. Oh, oh, I love that, Stacy. Fleur, in case you missed it, we're having a call for solstice this year in the community. That is going to be our channeling call. And the community call that Stacy's holding a week before. I asked Stacy to trade with me because I wanted to do the channeling on like closer to the solstice. So thank you, Stacy, for trading with me. All right. Being here, rest, which really living. Such a beautiful time of year for that energy. Thank you all for being here. And I'm so glad that that message resonates. So beautiful. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Yash. All right, loves. I will talk to you next week. Same time, same place. Bye.